Hello, welcome to my channel, Shine Your Light. My name is Amber, and this is going to be the intuitive energies and messages I have been picking up on for February of 2023. And I want to thank you for being here and spending your time with me and watching. I really appreciate it. I usually run through what the month feels like it's going to be like for me. What I pick up on when tuning in, usually a couple themes or so for the month, and then I ask Spirit what we need to know. So I've got my notes here, so I will run through what I have felt for February. And this month has felt like it's going to be picking up speed. It actually feels more like a refresh or a restart, even more than what New Year's did in January. We did have several planets in retrograde, and they are all now direct since I think the third week or so of January. It was towards the end of January. They have all become direct, and I do feel like there could still be some little waves of exhaustion the beginning of this month as we kind of energetically realign with that forward motion for the month. And it does feel like things are going to become more upbeat as the month goes on. When tuning in, what I heard was more light coming in, and it felt like this was going to be literally and energetically. Here in Michigan, in the northern hemisphere of the United States, we have not had much sunshine at all the last couple months, and the sun will be more direct this month. And energetically, I feel like the collective is going to be getting out more, even though it's very cold right now, and it's going to be getting down to -2 tonight. It just feels like things are going to start moving more. People are going to start moving more. And I think that's going to be more positive energy that's going to be emitting off from people. And the next thing that came through was feeling more of a need or a want to give to others. And this felt like it was going to be in different ways. I had a really strong feeling of helping others and assisting others. And then it felt like giving of your time, little things here and there, advice if you're asked. And some of it did feel like it was going to be in the form of gifts, but they felt more like giving of appreciation instead of feeling like they're giving out of obligation. And yes, we do have Valentine's Day this month. And for many, this is a time of celebrating those who are special to you. And this does not need to be in a romantic way. You can celebrate anyone you're close to. You can celebrate your pets. And I really felt this month that the need to celebrate yourself, some self-care and self-love just needed to be emphasized this month. And try to look past the commercialized aspect of the holiday and really focus on being a time of appreciation and gratitude for those you are close to and for yourself. This will help raise the vibration of the collective, of all of us and our planet. And you don't need to go out and buy anything. You can take a piece of paper and fold it in half, draw the half a heart on it, and cut it out. Put little notes on it. Leave them places for people. Surprise people with just little acts of kindness. Make one for yourself. Tape it to the bathroom mirror, or make one and stand in front of the bathroom mirror and hold it up in the mirror and say the words out loud to yourself. Tell yourself you love you, to say I love you in the mirror, and just see how that affects your energy. And if it makes you feel silly and you start laughing, that raises your vibration anyway. I think that some people are going to have a realization if they do something like that, just how little they've given themselves that little bit of love. And I think it could have a very emotional effect on some people. So if you decide to try to do this, put in the comments, how did it affect you? What did you do? How did you show yourself some love? And I might try to do this too. So, maybe I'll put some comments in the comment area and let you know how it went. Also, there is an importance in how this really expands, I guess is the word that I want to say. It multiplies. When people see it and feel it and they're around it, that just helps everyone out so much. If you're, in a place where you're feeling down, if you have a pet, make them a Valentine, do something special for them. You can even make some for strangers and hand them out. I think that's a great idea. Anyway, if you try any of those things, put it in the comments. Let me know how it goes. On to the themes for this month. And the first one that came up was coming together, connection, learning and understanding each other more. And this felt like people are going to be more open and making more of an effort to be accepting of others. The connection felt like there's going to be some newness, new ideas, collaborations with others, meeting new people, having new ideas for the future. And it also felt like more people will be becoming even more aware of their connection with spirit. The next theme that came up was self-evaluation. And I feel like people are going to have more of an awareness of their own actions, taking more responsibility with their decisions and their actions, but also being lenient and forgiving with yourself when you need to. Recognize more when we are not in alignment, I think is going to be happening. And I think that's going to help push us to act more in a way of how we want to be, how we want to live, and how we want to act towards others. And when I asked Spirit, what do we need to know? I heard the words, wear your heart on your sleeve. And I know what this means, but I had this strong feeling to look up the meaning of it because I felt like there was going to be some clarity in the explanation of it. So when I looked it up, it said, showing our intimate emotions in an honest and open manner. And I just felt like that was the perfect explanation of how it felt when I clairaudiently heard those words. And then the next thing that I was shown was to rest when you need to. And then I heard the words, and also soak up the joy like a sponge. And this means even in small doses, those little joyous moments that we have really can reinforce us into knowing when we are present and being in the moment here and now. And then the last thing that came in when asking what we need to know was ask for support from your angels and your guides when you need it. And that can be something that even the most empathic people, the people who are really connected to spirit and, pray and make efforts to tune in with their guides on a regular basis, I think it can be something that we all forget about a little bit, especially when we get busy. I know I do, but it can really make a big difference when you just send that little energy prayer. Send those words out there and ask your angels and your guides for any extra support when you need it. So with that, I wish you all the best this month. And again, I thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate your liking, subscribing, sharing this video, and I hope you have the best February. See you soon.